Yeah, can you please speak more about attachment? So, talking from my personal experience in my daily yoga practice, I'm trying to maintain this state of okay, happiness not gonna come, sadness not gonna come. It's just yeah, probably I'm going on the wrong way. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm not trying to get attached to any feeling. So I'm not trying to attach myself with sadness or with happiness. But then, isn't that attaching to yourself with totally another ideology? So could you just say something about that?
See, in your present experience of life, what you call as my joy, my misery, this, that, this is your life, isn't it? Yes or no? That's your life. So you're trying to detach yourself from your own life. If you want to know anything, whether it's a material thing or another human being or a situation or whatever, the only way you can really know it is by involvement, isn't it? Yes? Can you know anything without involvement? Only with how profoundly you're involved, only to that extent you know anything around you, isn't it? If you're not involved, do you know? You will not know. So if you want to detach yourself from life, Bada Talab is a good place. It should work. Because 7 kilometers across, most probably you'll drown, it'll work. If you want to detach yourself, suicide is an effective way of detaching yourself from life. Being alive and trying to be detached is a torture, isn't it? What is the point? I want to ask you a simple thing. Are you here to experience life or are you here to avoid life? Huh? Experience life. How profound is your experience is the question, isn't it? Yes? You're not here to avoid life. If you want to avoid life, death is an effective and efficient way. I like to do things efficiently. If you want to avoid, you must avoid efficiently, totally. If you're here, you can't avoid life. Life is happening. If you're detached, you become half alive. No. Involvement is the way, because you cannot avoid life when you are life. Are you life?
Yes, definitely,
That's
yes.
good, because I don't wish to talk to the dead. Are you alive? So you're life. If you are life, how can you be detached from life? The only way to know this life is to make it full-fledged. Right now, it is very rudimentary, largely involved only with the physicality, not involved with the other dimensions of life. If you're entirely involved with everything that is life in this, life and the source of life which is here in this, see, you need to understand this body, so-called body is being created from inside, you may be giving material from outside, but it's being created from inside. If the manufacturer of this body is inside, the source of life is inside. If the source of life is inside, the only way to know it is by involvement. Right now, because your involvement with life is peripheral, only on the physical accumulations and psychological drama, because of that, it may be causing lot of frustration and sense of incompleteness, sense of not being fulfilled. So, somebody is telling you, be detached, one day you will go to heaven. But I'm asking you, how do you know you're not already in heaven and because of your non-involvement you're missing the whole act? Yes? Is there any proof? I'm asking you. Do you have proof that this is not heaven? Anybody has proof? You're already in heaven because of your lack of involvement. Like anywhere else, you suffer. Because if you have to be in a situation uninvolved, it's torture. This bloody satsang is a serious torture if you're sitting here uninvolved, isn't it? Yes or no? This is so with everything. Everything is torture when you're not involved. So I don't know what kind of yoga practice is this, where you're trying to detach yourself from your happiness and your thoughts and your emotions and works. No, please get involved. Just that, more involved than anybody else. so involved that you know the very source of this thought, you know the very source of this emotion, what generates your experience. Do you understand this much? Both joy and misery, whatever and whatever is all generated from within you. Yes? So, if you get super involved with both your joy and your misery, you will know what is generating this. Once you have a grip on the very source of experience, that which creates experience within you, then you will determine the nature of your experience. I'm not telling you you must only be joyful, you choose, but what you choose must happen, not something else, isn't it?